Hi, everybody. I'm David Riss, and I develop branding, and I also very much believe that before you start going out there and marketing, you really have to develop a strategy. And I would say 9 out of 10 businesses or more really don't plan on budgeting for marketing. So before you get started on even thinking about marketing, try to think about budgeting for marketing, even if it is a little bit. When I say budgeting for marketing, budgeting on a regular basis, meaning even if you're just getting started as a business, and you might say, well, wait a second, I need all this stuff, all this ammunition to get out there first. Okay, I'm going to budget heavier up front. But I always suggest keeping all engines all ahead 1/3, at least always ongoing. Never stop your marketing. So I have a company, buildersofbrands.com, graysky.com, other domain names that kind of feed back into graysky.com. And so let me ask you, let me see this. Here we go. So some questions. How did all of you get here today?
Andy.
How did all of you literally get here today?
In the car.
Okay, the car, good. How did your car get you here today?
Yes.
What else? What's under the
Engine.
Engine, right, okay. So what if one of those 1,000 parts didn't work? Where would you be? Home, wherever, on the road, right?
Right.
So it's et al, exactly. So you'd have to figure out a different way. Right, so there you go. That's right. So tough crowd here. No. But so the key is, if you think of your marketing your business in the same critical fashion, then you apply that kind of thinking to a month-to-month or quarterly basis in some type of plan, then you will be ahead of the game, because most businesses don't think of their marketing in such a critical fashion. That if they're not doing one thing that they could be doing, then the whole thing can crumble. Okay, I'm being a little bit melodramatic here, but I'm not that far from the truth. So the key is, I'm going to give you, basically a couple of easy, simple keys that I not only follow for my own business, Gray Sky, but that I preach and help my clients to follow, but that the whole world, the whole advertising marketing world follows. So I can't be that far off. And basically these are, we're having fun here, but these are really serious, very serious things that I believe in. And here's the biggest mantra I can share with you today, and that is advertising, or branding and marketing. Advertising 101. You can't get reach without frequency. Can't. Period. So in other words, if you're not branding enough, if you're not networking enough, if you're not public speaking enough, if you're not doing enough of this on a regular basis, you cannot get reach. So frequency. So now we're going to just jump into the almighty sponge of awareness. No pants, no square pants. I have to get a little bit of water, I'm sorry. So the key on this, other companies use charts, pie charts, graphs, blocks of clay. I use sponge. So basically, every business that starts out has basically all the positive aspects of any new business. They want to succeed. They're positive. They want to create growth, spread their good mission, their good word. Okay, so what do they do first? They have a logo. Okay, great. You basically wet one little corner of that sponge. You got the logo done. Okay, got the logo. Good. All right. Then on to okay. Now you got a website. You got a four-page website. you know, why not 40 pages? Why not 400 pages? There is a difference, and I actually vie for all of the above. It depends. And I'm going to go back to this. You got your website done. Okay, now you got a blog going. Wait a second, a blog. Blog, okay, that's an article a month. An article, can I actually do an article a month? Wait a second. So Twitter's a microblog. Does that mean I have to write a dissertation every month? Forget it. No, it doesn't. But basically, an article a month. Can I do that every month? Oh, I'm just going to get a blog started. Wait a second. Isn't it going to look kind of lonely with one article, my first article up there? No, you have to write 12 to 13 articles before you start your blog, and then you backdate them for a year or so. So when somebody lands on the page, they go, you know, it looks reasonable, like you believe, you convey through your image that you believe in yourself, your business, and that you are there to help. Okay, now e-blast, email marketing, you know, constant contact. By the way, constant contact, everybody hear that? Yes. One call to constant contact and they will take their logo off of your the e-blast. They will remove their logo off. Why advertise? They used to charge $3,000 for that service. Now it's free. Yep. Yep. Oh, direct mail, kill some trees. I believe in arbicide. I do it for my own business. I do it all the time, okay? SEM, search engine marketing. Okay, search engine optimization. Well, what happens when your website's optimized? Then what do you do? Search engine marketing. So that optimization is one thing. The marketing is another thing. Networking. Print ads. Again, trees. PR. Shout out to all you PR people out there. I'll get into that a little bit too. Very important. Public speaking. Video. Oh, tchotchkes. Right? I mean, so basically, all of the above. Now you've got the sponge kind of super saturated with awareness. And then you rinse and repeat. So whenever you create a marketing plan, and I actually have been hired to create marketing plans for, Doosan in Korea. We did a marketing plan for one of their US divisions. 3 to 5 year brand name transition. And they said, make it on one PowerPoint slide. 3 to 5 years? Well, it's going to be some small type. I don't care if it's in 2-point. We want a 3 to 5 year brand transition on one slide. Makes good sense. How about that? So you can create your marketing plans on one slide, and now Google Slides came out. You can take your PowerPoint, pop it into Google Slides, and then now it's a dynamically shared environment with collaborators. So again, and here's the key to all of this. Even if you're doing it on the cheap, even if you're doing it with a reasonable budget and a big budget, it's a lot of hard work. And that's the serious aspect of it. Be prepared to put a lot of hard work in. Because the key is, what's going to set you apart, aside from your mission statement and what makes you better and different, your 30-second elevator speech, your brand identity, even the style, your style. If you work harder than the next person, that'll help. That'll create an edge because then you're putting more messages out there more often to get the greater reach. So this basically means that every business, most businesses should be a content engine. If you think of yourself as a content, back to the engine thing, think of yourself as a content engine. That's a lot of work. But if you're passionate about your business, you're probably living it 24/7 like myself, it actually really ends up being going from this to this over time, and a lot of creativity and hard work. You're going to have a lot of fun doing it. It's not supposed to be, tortuous. It's supposed to be. You're supposed to have a lot of fun, but it's a lot of hard work. So again, you can't get reach without frequency in all those mediums. So do a little plan. Say, okay, direct mail, how can I do this? Think about all of those channels and try to holistically balance your time, your budget, your ideals, and bounce it off of a small circle of trusted advisors, rinse and repeat, and get the engine going.
All right, awesome. Thank you, David.